Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to a beautiful start today. I woke up this morning and I was thinking about the power of authenticity and its relationship to vulnerability. I think that today, like every day, we wake up and we get ourselves an opportunity to choose whether or not we're going to truly be seen. And we're going to be seen in all of our wholeness the good, the challenging, the dark, the light, the honesty, just allowing ourselves to be an outpicturing of vulnerability. You know, I am a huge believer, and I've seen the physiology, I've seen the functional MRIs that speak to how empathy and compassion not only affect our health, but also affect other human beings through mirror neurons. Basically, the copycat system that when we're living a life of wholeness, authenticity, and heroically showing up with our hearts first and not being afraid to be witnessed by other human beings, as being open to being seen, open to being human, our beautiful imperfection, which is so beautifully perfect. That is vulnerability. I believe it's the house of love. It's the birthplace of love. It gives other people permission to allow themselves to be seen. You know, we're living in times where so much around social media portrays an image where we've got it all going on. But what does it mean anymore to have it going on? Having it going on to me is when all of us is going on. And just being a spiritual human being these days, we have to have it going on in ways that are heroic. And vulnerability is courageous, and vulnerability is that willingness to be seen. Vulnerability is that space of grace that when things are not totally working, which pretty much is most of life, you get these little windows. You're like, oh my gosh, things are working. And oh man, I want to tell the world. And I want to tell myself, and I want to say to God, thank you for letting things work. And then we dig back in and do more work, and things come up, and people and challenges and relationships and all the stuff that makes this earth school such a beautiful, interesting at times place. Vulnerability allows us to be soft in all of it. It keeps us from becoming hard. You know, when we become hard, it's because we don't want people to see our humanness. But humanness is like permission marketing in the highest regard. It's like the kind of prosperity that allows us spiritually to connect with one another and have that common humanity galvanize and help us all to move forward as one. The race is not a human race. The human race is literally the grace of being together. And we come together and we allow ourselves to be seen. So what would you do today that would be heroic in its visibility for another human being to lay eyes on you and say, wow, oh, that just makes me feel a sense of, I can exhale when I'm with that human being. When I'm with you, I feel like I have the permission to be love. I feel like I have an unconditional experience of removing the censor, removing the filter, not dimming my light. That's vulnerability. Being whole is love. Being whole gives permission. Being whole is the birthplace of love and light and livingness. Vulnerability is a vitamin for all of that to come forth heroically, strong, resilient, open, and beautiful. You are most beautiful when you're vulnerable. You are most contagious when you're open and allowing us all to be seen. I love being seen, and I used to be very afraid to be seen. I used to hide. I used to want to stay underneath the radar because I didn't feel worthy of being seen. It's my great work today. How will I be seen? Will I be open to being seen in a way that people say, oh my goodness, there's a human being doing the work. There's a human being working on love. There's a human being grateful to God for having the experience of being alive today. That's vulnerability. So thank you, God. Thank you. And now I encourage you to go out there and OD on vitamin V. Can't wait to see you. Much love, every blessing. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.